Come back.
In today's interconnected world, India's voice is more crucial than ever. When India speaks, the world listens. At NDTV World, we are that voice, bringing you intelligent and insightful news from India and beyond. From geopolitics and diplomacy to economic shifts, migrations, tech disruptions, and the stories of our diaspora. We cover the news that shapes our global future. NDTV World, your new home for global news, is here.
This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV 24/7.
Hindu spiritual organization ISKCON has dismissed the claims that it distanced itself from Chinmoy Krishnadas, the monk who has been jailed by the Bangladesh government. ISKCON has affirmed its support for Das and said that it backs the monk's right to protest peacefully. Pakistan police have leveled multiple charges against imprisoned former Prime Minister Imran Khan, his wife and others for inciting people to violence. This follows days of protests and clashes in which at least 6 people were killed and scores more were injured. Khan's wife Bushra Bibi led thousands of people from the country's northwest to march on the capital Islamabad to demand the release of Khan, who has been behind bars since August 2023. Imran Khan already has more than 150 cases against him, but supporters say they are politically motivated. UK and Iraq have signed a landmark deal to strengthen border security. UK's Home Office has said smuggling networks operating out of Iraq, including the Kurdistan region of Iraq and Europe, have been responsible for trafficking thousands of people across the globe, including across the Channel to the UK, which has been undermining border security and putting lives at risk. The Israeli military has announced its Air Force targeted a Hezbollah facility in southern Lebanon on Thursday, used for storing mid-range rockets. This strike came after both sides accused each other of violating a ceasefire aimed at ending more than a year of fighting. Israel also reported firing on vehicles it deemed suspicious in the southern region, accusing them of breaching the truce with the Iran-backed Hezbollah, which has been in effect since Wednesday. According to an IAEA report, Iran has notified the UN nuclear watchdog that it intends to install over 6,000 additional uranium-enriching centrifuges at its enrichment plants and activate more of those already in place. It reportedly outlines Tehran's response to a recent resolution passed by the agency's 35-nation Board of Governors. The resolution, which was backed by Britain, France, Germany and the United States, called for action against Iran. According to the Lebanese Health Ministry, the death toll from Israeli attacks in the latest round of Israel-Hezbollah conflict has climbed to 3,961, with injuries rising to 16,520. The death toll had been revised as more victims were found beneath the rubble, the ministry added. According to Gaza's health ministry, the death toll from the ongoing Israeli military operations in the enclave has risen to 44,330. In the past 24 hours alone, Israeli military operations in Gaza have killed 48 people and wounded 53 others, bringing the total number of injuries to a whopping 104,933 according to the statement. Russia has claimed that its forces have struck Western-supplied weapons in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Ukraine has that numerous energy facilities across the country have been hit by Russian missiles and drones. A Russian Defense Ministry report says that its forces destroyed armored vehicles, UK and US-made howitzers, as well as ammunition depots and military airport infrastructure on the Ukrainian side. The brutal ceremony for the remains of 43 Chinese People's Volunteers martyrs was held at a CPV martyrs ceremony in Shenyang, northeast China's Liaoning province, on Friday. The remains of these 43 CPV soldiers who lost their lives during the war to resist US aggression and aid Korea were returned to China on Thursday from South Korea. Russian Defense Minister Andrei Kuleshov arrived in Pyongyang for talks with North Korean military and political leaders as the countries deepen their alignment over the conflict in Ukraine. Protesters clashed with police in Georgia's capital, Tbilisi, after the government suspended talks in its bid to join the European Union for 4 years. Several protesters have been arrested and many have been injured. The move by the Georgian Prime Minister came hours after he was reappointed to the job by members of the governing Georgian Dream Party. This after its disputed victory in the last month's parliamentary election sparked massive protests and led to an opposition boycott of parliament. The October 26th election was widely seen as a referendum on the country's aspirations to join the European Union.
Unfortunately, in response to this EU resolution, Georgian Dream got together and decided to announce that the accession talks will be stopped with the EU, and moreover, that they will not receive any funding from EU, which means that they will block 100 million devoted to Georgian civil society and media. They're going to suffocate whatever pockets of freedom are left in this country. Hence the reaction of public.
Venezuelan lawmakers have approved a bill that codifies economic sanctions as crimes against humanity. This includes sanctions like those imposed by the United States. The bill allows the persecution of anyone who expresses support for these measures. It was approved by the unicameral National Assembly. The bill implicitly targets leading opposition leaders. Many of these leaders supported economic sanctions as a means to pressure the government into negotiations. Take a listen.
Esa ley basura para nosotros no existe. Para las mujeres y hombres de bien de este planeta no existe. Al contrario, hoy venimos a entregarte y a rendirte cuentas que hemos aprobado la ley orgánica Libertador Simón Bolívar contra el bloqueo imperialista.
Voters in Ireland go to polls on Friday to elect a new parliament, and many are unhappy. Housing crises and rising immigration are driving discontent with centre-right governing parties Fine Gael and the Fianna Fáil. An anti-politician mood also is hitting left-of-centre opposition party Sinn Féin, which not long ago appeared destined for power. Listen in to Sinn Féin leader Mary Lou MacDonald.
After 100 years of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, Tweedledum and Tweedledee as I call it, now is the time for a new government. Now is the time for change.
New York's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade marched, soared and roared into its second century despite a drenching rain and a brief disruption from pro-Palestinian demonstrators. The New York Police Department said they arrested 21 people after protesters jumped barricades and sat down on the parade route with Palestinian flags and a banner that reads, "Don't celebrate genocide." Cities across America are marking Thanksgiving Day with colorful parades. Chicago hosted its annual Thanksgiving Day parade early in the morning. Downtown crowds watched as marching bands, flag bearers, and a giant inflatable turkey made their way through the parade route downtown. According to local reports, this is Chicago's 90th anniversary of hosting this holiday event.
Madhya Pradesh, the heartland of India. With 1,000 years of preserved history and diverse wildlife. Celebrations of art and heritage. Explore Madhya Pradesh. Join us for an interaction on investment opportunities in Madhya Pradesh. Meet us in United Kingdom November 24 to 27, 2024. And Germany November 28th to 30th, 2024. A precursor to Invest in Madhya Pradesh, the future-ready state.
In the December draws, a share of £32.5 million must be won in People's Postcode Lottery's biggest ever prize pot. Sign up before midnight on the 1st of December.
We know travel can be confusing, so let us inspire you. Welcome to Qatar. Experience it all. World-class hospitality, diverse landscapes from city to sea, and fly there with the Airline of the Year 2022, Qatar Airways. Book now at travelup.com or call 0207 580 5000. Travel Up. Flights, hotels, holidays.
No child should suffer the torture of trachoma, but so many are in pain right now. Nananga's lashes have turned inwards. They rip and tear away at his eyes. Pomelo's sight could be gone forever. He's just 3 years old. Kofanga screams for his mother. His eyes are so infected that he can't even see her. For so many children in the world's poorest countries, trachoma is torture. It's a painful infection often spread by flies, and it's destroying children's eyesight. But it could be stopped if you help today. By calling 0800 021 3925 and giving £2 a month to Sightsavers, you can help make sure children get the treatment they desperately need. You'll help us bring them the medicines and the care that can treat infections. And that means you'll be helping to save children from the torture of trachoma and a life of blindness. Please help us reach them. Call 0800 021 3925, text C7 to 82727, or go online and give just £2 a month now. Because we need you to help save the sight of children like Nananga. We need you to help save them from the torture of trachoma.
The central processing platform of the Bozhong 26-6 oil field, the world's largest metamorphic oil field, completed installation in southern Bohai Sea on Thursday. The designed floating weight of the platform is over 16,000 tons, making it the heaviest platform in the Bohai oil field. The central processing platform is 3 stories tall and has 8 legs. This multifunctional integrated offshore oil and gas platform seamlessly combines production and living facilities. The 3-runway system at Hong Kong's International Airport officially went into service, further enhancing Hong Kong's status as an international aviation hub. The 3-runway system is expected to enable the airport to handle 120 million passenger trips and 10 million tons of cargo annually.
香港國際機場係香港以至整個粵港澳大灣區通往世界嘅重要門戶，同社會經濟發展起住戰略性嘅作用。3跑道系統落成之後，香港國際機場嘅容量將顯著提升，包括填海拓地約650公頃，興建一條全長3800米嘅。
US coffee giant Starbucks on Friday opened a shop at a South Korean observatory near the border with rival North Korea, where customers, after passing a military checkpoint, could drink beverages in the view of a quiet North Korean mountain village.
북한 주민들의 삶의 모습을 보면서 우리가 빨리 평화로운 통일이 돼서 저분들과 함께 이 좋은 공간 함께 향유하는 시대가 오면 좋겠다. 이런 생각들을 가지고 가면 좋겠다는 생각이고요. 풍선 같은 경우에는 사실 우리의 문제가 아니고 북한 내부적인 문제라고 보기 때문에 우리가 여기서 이 스타벅스를 개장하고 그 다음에 많은 분들이 여기를 찾고 조망한다고 해서 북한이 도발할 이유가 있다. 그렇게 생각하지는 않습니다.
Experts participating in the second China International Supply Chain Expo, or CISCE, in Beijing have stressed the importance of access to information, trust and collaboration for global businesses to remain competitive in today's uncertain times. Themed Connecting the World for a Shared Future, the 5-day expo is scheduled to run till Saturday, gathering industry leaders and experts from around the world to promote global cooperation in industrial and supply chains.
Trade intelligence plays a crucial role because now, as we know, in the current uncertain global context, access to timely, accurate, and reliable information on markets is crucial for firms of all sizes. Now, big firms often have economic research departments that can help them find the information, but especially small and medium-sized enterprises need tools and need information to help them identify and compare opportunities.
Shanghai has released implementation plan for low-altitude flight service management, aiming to establish a comprehensive public air route network with over 400 routes by 2027. Listen in.
空域的开放和有效的利用问题，这是企业认为是最大的瓶颈。第二个，这个上天难、落地难，这就是说我们的起降场太少，可飞的航线太少。
Australia has become the first country to ban social media for under-16s. This new law is set to take effect in 12 months. It will give social media companies time to comply with new requirements. Educational sites like YouTube and messaging apps like WhatsApp will be exempt. The law doesn't detail, however, how tech companies will enforce these age restrictions, but those that fail to comply could face fines of up to 50 million Australian dollars. It also doesn't require users to upload government IDs for age verification. The Communications Regulatory Authority of Namibia issued a cease and desist order to Elon Musk's satellite internet provider Starlink for operating in the country without a license. Starlink, the satellite unit of SpaceX, operates in several African countries but has faced regulatory challenges in others and resistance from state telecom monopolies. Starlink has in fact submitted an application for a telecommunications service license in Namibia. However, the regulator has not issued the license as the application is still under review. Canada's Competition Bureau is suing Alphabet's Google over alleged anti-competitive conduct in online advertising, the antitrust watchdog said on Thursday. The Competition Bureau, in a statement, said it had filed an application with the Competition Tribunal seeking an order that, among other things, requires Google to sell 2 of its tech tools. It is also seeking a penalty from Google to promote compliances with Canada's competition laws, the statement said. China warned on Thursday it would take necessary actions to protect Chinese firms in the US. Escalated chip control measures following reports that the Biden administration could unveil new export restrictions as soon as this week. Last week, the US Chamber of Commerce informed members in an email that the Biden administration was considering adding as many as 200 Chinese chip companies to a trade blacklist, which would prevent most US suppliers from shipping to them. Vermont experiences heavy snowfall on Thanksgiving Day as a snowstorm enters the state. The storm comes as an Arctic blast in the Midwest, and wet weather in the eastern US is expected to disrupt travel over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. A chilly, sloppy mix is expected to linger on Saturday in parts of the Northeast. The 2024 Atlantic hurricane season that featured 11 hurricanes and billions of dollars of damage will finally come to an end on the 30th of November. Abnormally warm ocean temperatures and the La Nina conditions in the Pacific supported the formation of several destructive storms. Hurricane Milton rapidly intensified, and the storm's maximum wind speeds hit 180 meters per hour, making it one of the strongest hurricanes by wind speed ever recorded in the Gulf of Mexico. Indonesian rescuers recovered at least 20 bodies and are looking for 2 villagers who remain missing after flash flood on Sumatra Island caused mud and rocks to tumble down mountainsides. Officials said Tuesday. Torrential rains over the weekend caused rivers to burst their banks in 4 hilly districts in North Sumatra province, washing away houses and destroying farms. 4 more bodies were recovered Monday evening, bringing the total death toll there to 10. National Disaster Agency spokesperson said in a statement. A messy Thanksgiving storm brought rain, snow, and difficult travel conditions to New Hampshire on Thursday. Local media reported that the intensity of rain and snow was expected to pick up during the afternoon hours. Hundreds of vehicles were trapped in snow on a highway leading to the Russian-Georgian border in Russia's Caucasus region on Wednesday and Thursday. A massive snowfall started early Wednesday, resulting in the highway being closed by local authorities between 2 regions in both the directions. This is the main artery from Russia to Georgia, also known as the Georgian Military Road. More than 700 cars and trucks stretched up for many miles on the road by Thursday afternoon. World number 2 and 5 times Grand Slam champion Iga Swiatek has accepted a 1-month suspension after testing positive for banned substances. The International Tennis Integrity Agency has said. Swiatek tested positive in an out-of-competition sample in August, but the ITIA, which runs the tennis's anti-doping program, accepted that it was caused by contamination of a medication melatonin, which was manufactured and sold over the counter in a native Poland. Australia's sporting bodies have welcomed a $385 million in federal government funding over the next 18 months, announced on Friday by the Australian Sports Commission. The Win Well and Play Well schemes will offer funding for 70 sports, with 95% Olympic and Paralympic sports receiving increases as they prepare for the 2026 Milan Cortina Winter and the 2028 Summer Games. Australian Olympic Committee, or the AOC's president, said the investment was particularly welcome, the home 2032 Brisbane Olympics on the horizon. Since 1943, the annual Shanghai Marathon is set to begin this Sunday at the Shanghai World Expo Exhibition and Convention Center. It offers a one-stop, comprehensive and diverse experience for sport enthusiasts, including the 38,000 participants of this year's marathon. Since 1943, the people of Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee have looked forward to Santa's arrival. Not in a sledge on their rooftops, but on a train. The Santa train marks its 82nd running this year, bringing presents and joy to small towns along a 110-mile portion of the CSX rail line tucked into remote country river valleys. Many of these children who line up the tracks and wait for Santa the Saturday before Thanksgiving are the third, fourth, or the fifth generation to do so.
People look forward to this event every year. They know when it is. It's the Saturday before Thanksgiving. They know where the stops are. And I've talked to people today. One lady, Ruth, who's been here every Santa train since 1943. She's in a wheelchair now. She remembers when she was 5 years old, walking several miles to come here and see Santa Claus, because there were no TVs. There was nothing back there. And that's her only glimpse of Santa Claus. And, you know, so this is the history, and this is the heritage that we're stewards of.
To celebrate holidays, Disney Plus has brought Kevin McAllister's iconic house to London for the Home Alone experience, where fans of the movies had the chance to explore it and take festive pictures. The holiday experience features 3 sets: living room, a bedroom, and hallway. All professional photographers were on the sites as well to take Christmas card pictures, along with props such as Kevin's green robe and Harry's coat covered in feathers. Home Alone experience was open for 1 day only at the White Rabbit Studios in London.
Madhya Pradesh, the heartland of India. With 1,000 years of preserved history and diverse wildlife. Celebrations of art and heritage. Explore Madhya Pradesh. Join us for an interaction on investment opportunities in Madhya Pradesh. Meet us in United Kingdom November 24 to 27, 2024. And Germany November 28th to 30th, 2024. A precursor to Invest in Madhya Pradesh, the future-ready state.
Quickly remove unwanted hairs with the new U-Body and Face Trimmer from JML. Your pain-free way to tackle any unwanted hairs that pop out of nowhere. The wide dual head design and floating heads adjust to the curves of your skin. Gentle enough to use on your upper lip, knees and ankles, and even your bikini line. No nicks, cuts or irritation. Remove unwanted hairs anytime, anywhere with the new U-Body and Face Trimmer. Only $19.99 from Asda, Boots, Morrison's, Tesco and JMLdirect.com. JML, your Christmas made easier.
Some people think life slows down in your 50s, but I'm just getting started. And I don't want my lot to have to worry about funeral costs. Let them spend their money on nicer things. So I decided to learn more about over 50s life insurance from Cover Today. They're the only over 50s life insurer with no waiting period. Unlike other insurers who could make you wait up to 2 years, with Cover Today, you're fully covered from day one. And you're covered for the whole of your life. Unlike other things in life, the price never goes up. Go online or talk to their friendly UK team in just one phone call. Cover Today are the only over 50s life insurer with no waiting period. And no annoying trips to the doctors either. Plus, you get your choice of a £125 gift card. Now I'm with Cover Today, I can get on with something much more interesting.
To find out more about Cover Today, call our friendly UK team on 0800 470 4474 or visit covertoday.co.uk.
There's a door sensation sweeping the nation. It's that time again as citizens put their doors in the drawer for People's Postcode Lottery's biggest ever prize pot.
In the December draws, you and your neighbours could win a share of £32.5 million.
Whether you own or rent, absolutely any door can enter.
Make sure your door is in the draw to win a share of £32.5 million.
My door's in the draw.
And mine.
So is mine.
Ours isn't.
Just kidding.
It's in!
Get your door in the draw and sign up before midnight on the 1st of December.
A share of £32.5 million could be yours, but only if your door is in the draw.
Christmas can be challenging at the best of times.
Okay, Mum.
But for families who have lost or are losing a loved one, it can be overwhelming.
They're here, they're here. Oh, Annie. Hello. So pleased to see you.
So amid the anger, could you give £23 to fund an hour of care? In between the stress...
It's not too late. No, you're not too late.
Could you fund an hour of comfort? And amongst the grief...
You're not alone.
Could you fund an hour of joy?
Okay, Mum. You all right?
This isn't the kind of Christmas anyone ever wanted.
But with your help, we can be there to make it the best one possible.
To give £23 for an hour of care, comfort and joy, please call 0800 810 0212, text CARE to 70488 or search Marie Curie Christmas. Thank you.
Transform hard chairs and surfaces into comfy seats with Soft Sitter from JML. The lightweight gel cushion that helps provide all-day comfort and support wherever you sit. The hexagonal honeycomb construction cushions, distributes and supports your weight. And its breathable design allows air to circulate, helping to keep you cool. Perfect for all types of seats or to use as a kneeling pad. Get the comfort and support you need this Christmas with Soft Sitter. Only $14.99 from Asda, Argos, Food Warehouse, Tesco and JMLdirect.com. JML, your Christmas made easier.